City failed to pick up all 3 points at Everton. Manchester United back in the Champions League. Chelsea top 5 finish in shambles. All final whistles have been blown. Welcome back to the After 90 podcast. What a day. What a day. See,
long day
for some people. What a day for some other people.
Very long
I
day.
can't lie to confess. When that third goal for Everton went in, I was doing Cunha celebration. Your boy was dancing. Your boy was dancing. Boy was dancing. Haters are saying it was scripted, apparently.
I mean, like, that's the only explanation to what he did.
How? Explain.
That has to be the only explanation.
Explain.
In a high intensity, highly important game like that, and you don't scan before you pass, and you don't even pass well. And and that wasn't even the first time he did it. He did it twice for God's sake.
I think for me, it's very unlike Gay.
It's like of all people, he's never done this before. Like, we don't know Gay for this.
He's a mentality beast.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. I'm just analyzing the game. I mean, why would I be angry?
The only thing I would say is his reaction after. He's made the mistake and he's automatically given up.
He did it twice.
He did it twice.
The second time, there was nothing he could do.
No, there's sometimes like even players, I feel like they chase or something.
It was nothing. It's like the realization.
Even the energy after, like, motivate the team or apologize.
After he made the mistake that led to the second goal, he almost scored on the other end.
But even that second,
it was just not in the game.
Even that second,
right from the start,
he already counted Dolorama out. What if Dolorama slowed him down enough? Just what if?
Even the first time he counted Dolorama, like,
he counted Dolorama out.
His face. Like, I'm like, what? Like, did they pay you or something? What's going on, Gay?
Yeah, it'd be very hard for him to get back on Pep's good side, man.
No, he better. That guy's on my FPL after the injury.
The good thing is, like, we don't know Gay for this, so we can say it's a one game thing. We don't know him for this, so that's what
all games
of all games, bro. Of all games.
Honestly, I said last week that I still think Arsenal always had the upper hand, even after the loss against Man City.
Yeah.
Just the sheer quality of fixtures both teams have.
But what happens to Man City? In the first half, it's happened again in previous games. They look so dominant. They're putting unprecedented stats at the beginning 5-10 minutes of the game. And next thing you know, in second half, they were
nowhere. Like,
there's just
all over the place.
All
over the place.
And I feel like that's one thing Rodri brings to the
team.
My goodness. He's able to really stabilize.
Rodri so bad. They miss that guy so bad.
Stabilize that just in front of that front line.
Yeah, this is definitely like the worst Man City side we've seen in years. And I think it's kudos to Pep that they are still like competing for the Premier League.
In second position.
But they've not been great, for being honest, this season. Like, they've never looked like it seemed that we'll always go and get 3 points. Yeah, even after the Arsenal game. The last game was 1-0. They barely...
They're like a tiger without their teeth.
Yeah, like just...
They roar, huff, and puff.
And I think, like, going into halftime, David Moyes just told his boys, like, I think we're respecting these guys too much.
Yeah.
That's probably what the difference was. Because Everton was like... They were playing like so they were in second division.
Yeah, I think they were sometimes...
They were scared of City.
I think a lot of teams respect Man City too much. Just let them, have the ball, sit back, not go at them, allow them enjoy, like, passing around and all of that stuff. But sometimes you really just have to go out there, like...
And Everton...
Those 50-50s, those one-on-ones. The first half, Doku was just having his way on that left wing.
Even in the second half, to be honest, Doku was superb.
But it became a little more physical. Foul him, push him on the ground, like, go for it. And that's what Everton came out in the second half. And kudos to them. They came out and they almost got all 3 points.
They should have.
There's no way they did not get 3 points. Like, I'm like, City is actually so insane. How did they not lose that game? How did they not? If it was my club, would have been like...
I don't think there are only a handful of clubs that can make that comeback.
Yeah, like, how did you not lose that game?
Under the pressure away from home.
If I'm being honest, if they added like 4 more minutes,
they would have won that game. Like, if they scored the third goal earlier, they would have won that game.
How early? Okay, the third goal earlier. Because that second goal came like
right after the...
Haaland already knew where he needed to be immediately.
They could have completed.
If Arsenal doesn't win this trophy, it's Arsenal's fault, because this...
I mean, it's always been in Arsenal's hand.
This city is not looking like... It's like if Arsenal
Nah, I think it's done and dusted in my opinion.
Like Arsenal has it.
The only real game that I'm looking at Arsenal's next 3 fixtures, the only one that might pose a threat to them might be the West Ham game.
You can't count Arsenal
and it's
out.
It's not even because the West Ham game is not even because of the fact that West Ham their form is so poor right now.
Because they have everything to lose.
Everything to play for on that game.
Yeah. That's just
game, the relegation
game. Outside that, Burnley game will be a walk.
Arsenal knows how to make the headlines. Like I mean, at this point, if it was Chelsea, I would say it's wrapped. It was Chelsea in Arsenal's position now. To me,
it's like the premise in your.
I'm not speaking like a Chelsea fan. I know my club. Like we don't mess around with things like this. But
we're going to come to your club.
No. He has a fair point because even right now, I'm like, okay, yes, it's likely, but I've seen my team in the past.
Arsenal knows how to make the headlines.
I've seen my team
They'll give us something to talk about.
I like to see how Atletico Madrid goes.
I think it's that game.
No. I want to see the performance. It's one thing to play and win. Is again another thing how you play and how you win to goes a long way. Like that Fulham game could have gone so differently. We could have played nonsense and come up with a 1-0 win, and it's still not like Newcastle was still a bit not as convincing, but Fulham was a better performance. You know what I'm saying? Atletico, we can replicate that performance. Havertz, Odegaard, apparently they are going to be back for that midweek game. Saka is looking like our star boy again.
Bro,
Saka is looking like star boy again. He's splitting defenders into two, finding those passes. Gyökeres is passing the ball well. Passing the ball well.
Gyökeres, shout out to Gyökeres.
The biggest thing for that Fulham game as well was the clean sheet. I think Arsenal's defense need that confidence.
They need that boost.
If you guys are not conceding goals, best believe you are winning games. You have 4 more games.
4 more games.
So 4 or 3?
3
more games. And okay,
no,
2 more if they win Atletico.
So you have 5 if you can win the next 5 games.
Bro, we don't lose the next 5 games.
Premier League and
I've been knowing since last game week, every game is not only a draw, is a must win.
Are you guys dreaming of a double?
But I can't lie, I've been dreaming of a quadruple.
I think the double is always
don't get ahead of yourself.
Don't let me get ahead of myself.
One game at a time.
Because Arteta did say this, like, come beginning of the season, you told me I'm going to be semi-final champs, first in the league. Right now it's 5 points clear because again you count the points on the board.
Not
everybody's
not the game.
thinking that.
To be honest,
I didn't even think we could go for a quadruple at the beginning. I just wanted them to win something big.
Just win the next game.
No,
every
I'm
game.
at the beginning of the season. I didn't care if it was champs. I didn't care if it was
Cup.
prep. No. Champs or prep. Those are the only things I was ready to settle for. But now we could win both.
You guys have suffered. We could
win both.
Since I started watching football, Arsenal has been the banter club. Like there's nothing good about them since then.
We'll see how it goes. But talking about Champions League, Manchester United back in the Champions League. How does it feel? Why are we clapping?
They've been through a lot.
I wanted it in style. Kobe Mino, star boy. I mean, I want to sack Amorim again. Kept my star boy on the bench. But honestly, like since Carrick came, it's been one win after another. It's been a dream, honestly. I'm excited.
You guys won the game you needed to win.
We won.
You guys won United the games you needed to win.
Ago,
you guys haven't lost to a big 6 this year.
Yeah, United. We
beat
Liverpool home and away this season. United a few years ago would have probably lost this game. A few months ago, like gone away with the draw. But we showed mentality 2-2. I mean, we gave away the ball twice. And considered 2 goals, but we showed mentality. We came back. We won the game. So I'm very proud of the boys. I'm very proud of how they've shown up towards the end of the season. It's giving me hopes for next season. Now, okay, if we get right players in the transfer window, settle the manager situation, we might actually be
So still not confident in Carrick?
No, still not confident in Carrick.
I'm confident in Carrick, but I don't think he should automatically get the job. I think there should be a process.
Okay.
Yeah, we should look at all the options that are out there at the end of the season. Who's the best manager for the job? I think right now it's Carrick's job. I think if I were the board, I would give it to Carrick. I think he's done enough. He hasn't. This
is not what he said 2 weeks ago, though.
I mean, now looking at like all of the performances, like it was a good start, and then we got shaky. We're just like scrambling our results. But against Liverpool, it was not just one of those games where we just went there and just got the result. We actually were the better team.
But are you considering the fact that Premier League is the only competition he was playing in? No FA Cup, no Carabao, no champs.
Yeah, then that's what I said. Like you have to put all of this into consideration. Yeah. You have to go into the transfer window at the end of the season and know that your game players not just to have a solid first 11, but to also have a really good squad depth. Yeah. Take Arsenal for example. one of the reasons why Arsenal have, stayed in most of the competitions this season is their squad depth.
Honestly,
Eze
their
gets
times
injured.
was so thin,
They have
man.
Odegaard. Saka gets
Zubi
injured.
didn't play.
Even if they don't have,
he came on late.
He came on later.
even if they don't have guys that are like, okay, world class in those positions, there's somebody.
If
Saka is out, like there's Madueke.
Yeah.
If
Timber
Trossard
is
is out,
injured. We're managing
There's now
the
Doman.
wide.
Man, too.
there's Max Daumann coming in.
Yeah.
Eze can be there for Odegaard if Odegaard is injured. Like, just having players that you can always move around is a huge thing. Like, I'm looking at my team now. If Bruno gets injured, what do we do? AFCON came around and Ahmad, Mbuemo, they all left.
Yeah.
And it was like, we're playing Fletcher twins. We're playing Fletcher twins. So yeah, we have to get back really good squad depth.
So now, from world champions to not qualifying for Champions League.
That's a very bad way to put it.
Chelsea,
You didn't have to say it that way.
Chelsea FC.
You didn't have to say it that way.
What do you have to say
Respect.
for yourself?
First of all,
What? No, because you've been shouting since we came here as world champions.
The last club in
where's
London to win the Champions League. Respect.
Where's your jersey?
Don't worry. Are you wearing your jersey?
No.
Respect.
World champions to no Champions League.
Why do you guys like conceding 3 goals?
Easy.
Why?
Is
there something special
when
about
Man
number
City did
3?
it, you guys were happy. But now,
Is there something special about number 3?
3 against Everton.
Just
3 against Man City. 3 against
Forest. Is that 3 or 1? They don't concede
one against
either they
United.
concede 1 goal or they concede 3 goals. They don't concede 2 goals.
I think this is the most frustrating place to be as a fan, where your club seems to be playing good football. Like, look, I won't call it good football. Wait, you. I know many Chelsea fans don't agree with me. Please don't cook me in the comments.
Cook him.
But this is a very frustrating place to be. You don't see the problem, but there's a problem. You don't see what's going wrong, but like they're passing the ball, creating chances, getting penalties, but still no goal.
The problem is you had a world-class manager that was bringing out the best out of mediocre players, and you decided to sack him.
Like you didn't know Garnacho and Pedro were your winger until you lost Maresca.
We always knew Garnacho was not a player. Garnacho is not.
But Maresca made it work.
Maresca made it work, and you were competing for the Champions League.
You were competing for first.
Yeah.
It did not start today. I lost hope in this ownership, Blueco, when they sacked Pochettino. That was where my hope went out the window. Like, that was it for me. Because no ownership in their right frame of mind will see what Pochettino was building and sack him after that season. So that was where I lost hope. So when they sacked Maresca, I saw it coming. Rosendo was already, like, the moment they signed him, I knew this guy will not last more than 4 months. Like, give or take 4 months.
And they give him
he'll be
a
done.
years contract, 7 years.
And the problem is like, it's like they still don't get it. Because now I'm still seeing on places like Fabrizio Romano, they're talking about Marco Silva. Like, you're still going for a manager who is not experienced in winning in the top flight, in competing. You're not going for managers that can compete with an Arteta, with a Guardiola.
I don't think you have a manager problem. I think your squad is just very mid right now.
Both are the problem. You can't get inexperienced players and get an inexperienced coach. It just can't work.
Inexperienced was inexperienced.
But I feel like Chelsea fans are milking. I feel like you guys are milking the fact that your team is inexperienced too much. You have Caicedo. I think that's decently.
You have Enzo.
You have Enzo.
You have
at this point. Kopama is not.
Kopama is not a small boy.
A young boy.
When we're talking
He has played in
experience,
Euros.
JP has played in Premier League as well. Like,
when we're
he's
talking,
not.
like, see,
What kind of experience you want? You want a 40
you can't compare Bruno as an experienced player to Caicedo as an experienced player. You can't compare Rodri as an experienced player to Enzo Fernandez as an experienced player. The only places these guys have gotten proper experience is in Chelsea.
You don't think
like
Enzo Fernandez is an experienced player? This is someone that's coming off a World Cup win 4 years ago.
Relatively.
Not last year. He
I
won the
feel
World
like
Cup 4 years
I feel like
ago.
a good coach can bring out the best in these boys, honestly. Because you want
That's what I'm saying.
You want to say that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to milk that we're inexperienced, but you can't have inexperienced players and an inexperienced coach. If you are going to have inexperienced players, get an experienced coach to get the best out of those players. So I agree with you. A better coach should do better. Maresca did it. I mean, he won the Club World Cup with this team. So it's not
Same
rocket
team,
science. It's not rocket science. But these guys are trying to go for inexperience with inexperience. It can't work now. It can't work, man.
Fair enough.
It can't work.
But Arsenal made it work.
Who?
Arteta was pretty inexperienced when he became a manager.
No, he has worked with Guardiola in City for how long? Like, I mean, that's experience. That's
But
experience,
that's the same
bro.
thing. And to be fair, that's the same thing they had. Maresca
Had
City
he hasn't
for
coached a club. He led Man City back, Leicester back to the Premier League. So he was up there for experience. If you worked with Guardiola, you're an experienced company. In my opinion, company is an experienced coach because he was the captain for Guardiola for a good amount of time.
no.
Not everybody.
Bayern's situation is different. Bayern has superstars.
Company
Bayern has quality. Bayern has experience.
Yes, but company has some level of experience being Guardiola's captain and who already had that leadership qualities in him. Even when he was a captain, you could see that coaching in him, that that ability to organize the boys together. And you now work under Guardiola, win trophies under Guardiola. You would definitely learn one or two things.
I understand everything you said, but I also don't think that it's still an excuse to lose 6 games in a row.
I'm not making an excuse.
How many goals?
I'm not making an excuse.
Scoring only 1 goal.
I'm not making an excuse. Did I say that we're not doing bad? We're doing bad. We're playing decent football, but we're still doing bad. I'm stating a fact.
So what do you think is
a
the way
football
forward?
fact? The way forward is either this ownership sells this club to somebody more reasonable about football, or they start to sign experienced players and get experienced coaches. Let's stop talking about Marco Silva or Thomas Frank. I don't want to be hearing those guys, man. I want to be hearing.
So what kind of coach?
I want to be hearing bigger names. Let me hear like a Tuchel, an Enrique, a Pochettino,
Would Enrique come to PSG?
With Chelsea.
Sorry, would Enrique
even if he won't come, make the offer. Let it be that he said no. But let me see that you guys are looking for experience, because you can't see if you want to. Like I said before, there's a world where I'm okay with Chelsea not qualifying for the Champions League. If these guys go and get an inexperienced coach, I don't want us in Champions League.
I need you guys in Champions League.
The same story.
It will be a banter session.
It will be the same story.
Because
inexperienced players have energy, and energy can only take you so far in the season. There's a time where you have to use what is upstairs here. So
your substitutions to go a long way, man.
The way forward is ownership. Please get us an experienced coach. I don't care about the players. Maresca made it work. Arteta made it work. Guardiola can make it work. Get us an experienced coach. I'm not talking about a Marco Silva in the Prem. I'm talking about someone who has gone to the Champions League, who has even maybe lost the Champions League final. Who knows what it means to
do you think it's just a rough? Do you think it's just a rough patch for Cole
No,
Palmer?
this is beyond the rough for Cole Palmer.
Or do you think he's...
See, I don't think I've said this about Cole Palmer before, but I'm coming to realization. Cole Palmer is a very great player, but I've said it about England players. A lot of England players are hyped.
To go there. I think
a lot of England players
I think there's a trend when it comes to certain like archetype of England players where in their early 20s they have like this surge of like form and like brilliance, and then suddenly starts to decline. Even Foden was starting to see the same.
Foden is just 24 or 25.
Yeah, something very
How do
similar
you
with
tank
Foden.
at 24 or 25?
We saw it with Cole Palmer. We saw it with Sancho. We saw it with
Rashford.
Dele Alli. We saw it with Rashford. We saw it with Lingard.
The only good player from England is Harry Kane.
I'm happy that Saka is starting to pick his form back up.
But we saw it with Saka.
We hope he continues
It's
to.
starting to become a question
Because
mark.
if not, he might fall into that list as
We
well.
saw it with Madueke.
There's an archetype.
When Madueke peak, talk less of.
Madueke has never picked.
Talk less of.
Madueke is not in this conversation.
England players are 60% hype. Like the media
I don't think
drags the thing.
I don't think it's hype. I think sometimes, okay, I agree. Like hype plays a huge role, but they get too much responsibility at a very young age.
Yes.
At 23, they're already expecting you to lead your team to a
You're supposed to be.
Premier League
That's when you're
title,
supposed to come on as a sub. Like maybe you start, but you go out.
Yeah, like you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be like if you look at where a lot of players, like even someone like Ronaldo, for example, or Messi, where those kind of young, very like talented players grew up.
You lead them to express
It
themselves.
was around a lot of stars. Messi, for example, had Xavi, Iniesta, had like a lot of experienced guys around him.
Busquets.
So the pressure was not
Piqué.
always on him from day one. Even had Ronaldinho when he was coming.
There was freedom to do things he wanted to
even
do.
Ronaldo when he came to United, there was like the gigs and those kind of guys.
Ferdinand,
that were
those guys,
around
yeah.
him. I think Saka, Palmer,
Too much. You're expecting Saka to lead Arsenal to the Premier League
there's too much
at what
pressure
age?
on
And the problem is that they start too early.
24.
They start too early.
And
18, 19.
It's now Max Darman at 16 that's giving free roam.
like-
do whatever he wants to do. Oh, he's just a kid.
Like, there's a world where if this season was going to go longer and Saka was still injured, Dorman would have been getting that pressure too because Madueke would not be performing. And they would have started starting Dorman at some point.
Yeah, I think English media needs to protect. Even Kobe
that's
Man,
why
the Man United fans are already like rallying on mine on how to be the
even
next
last season there was like it was Amorim that brought his like volume down a bit,
and now it's coming up again.
and that's what they need. Like they don't have so much experience.
They need to be protected. By the coaches, by like the people around them too. They need to be protected.
And some of them, like Hudson-Odoi, I would argue that what ruined his career was injuries. Like you play them too much where they are just prone to injuries and they get injured and their careers are ruined. And like Hudson-Odoi was really good at Chelsea until he had one injury. I remember that injury against Burnley, and that was it. He didn't come back the same at all. So I mean, protect those players.
Yeah, and then lastly, for wrap up, Spurs. Do you think they're safe?
They're not safe, but I don't want them.
They're not safe, but they're playing better. They're playing with more passion. They're playing
like
more hunger. They're playing like we've been telling them to play, a relegation side.
Yeah.
Like you guys are fighting for your life every
day.
That was a huge win.
Bro,
against Villa, above gloves.
They celebrated every tackle, every second ball they won. Like
it was good to see.
If they play like this throughout the season, they can be competing for top 4. I can't lie.
Only if
Only if.
But no, the performance was convincing. West Ham again kind of dipped in their form. West Ham's fixtures are not easy. They still have Arsenal.
They have Arsenal to
play. Coming towards the end of the season. It's going to be tight.
All or nothing now.
It's going to be tight. But I think Tottenham might be able to pull through.
Me too.
I think they'll be able to pull through. I think they have.
Forest is not looking nice too. Like those guys are.
But I also think
are hungry.
I believe they'll pull through.
Forest.
As Spurs, but this is a wake-up call for them.
Wake-up call, like anything can happen.
You have to go into the summer like asking yourself a lot of questions.
Kudus cannot be your only hope. Like if Kudus gets injured, what do you do?
But that's the thing. It was Kudus. It was Madison. It was
too many.
So many. I don't not even Xavi Simons too. Like it was just a series of unfortunate events in my opinion.
Too many.
It is what it is. But now. Game week 35, very interesting one. 34 for some other teams, but catch us here same time next week. ArsenalTactical Podcast.